Tag, I'm it.
Yep.
What was that? So what was that about? Funny as hell. You can continue the conversation you was just having.
No, this- We can talk
that's
about
for
it.
that's for like a Patreon episode or some shit.
No, man.
Yeah, that ain't. I don't think we should take it there.
Crazy episode.
We
that
should
early.
take it everybody know about the towel lay down.
Subs.
I think you should wait.
Okay, it's too early.
I don't think. No, I'm saying as far as the towel lay down, as far as the conversation, we should wait.
Gotcha.
And as far as the whole situation, it's a double entendre. You should wait.
His word is trembling.
Yeah, it ain't trembling. I'm just saying. I don't think you should run up in there while that's going
Whoa.
on.
Run up.
I don't think you should go up in there while that's going
Man,
on.
the minute is crazy.
Doing that while that's going on is crazy.
But people do it though. It's normal.
Is it?
Yeah, they said what's that in New Orleans? It says like voodoo with that.
So that's not normal. That's
That's
not
what they
normal.
say
It's
though.
voodoo.
You don't supposed to do it because you become emotionally attached to that woman because of her, passing through.
See, that's why I heard like people didn't want to eat spaghetti for so long. Like
Yeah, that's deep.
That's some real stuff. And like I remember my grandma used to say like, "Don't eat no lady spaghetti." I used to be like, "Dang." But I used to love spaghetti though.
Little sugar in it. Look.
See now you tripping. Don't put sugar in your.
put
Don't put
sugar
sugar in your
in
I
spaghetti.
be wondering if
spaghetti.
my ex put a period blood in my spaghetti one day.
Yeah, because he's still stuck on her.
I'm not stuck on her. I just be thinking.
This is the second episode. We still talking
That's
about
not. We're not talking about her. We ain't talking about. I was just thinking about a situation.
Man, that reminiscing that really take you back for real.
I was just thinking about a situation.
But you got to. What situation was it?
Well, with spaghetti,
Oh man, we
See,
we
now,
going
I
back
don't-
to
cooked,
that.
it was cooked often. So I was thinking like.
It was cooked out there.
That's tough.
While we was living
Human
together,
reasons, though.
Listen.
at some point, did she ever do that? But
Yeah, I don't play around with the food because I love to cook for mine. So, I don't play them games. But in that bedroom, there's some spiritual things going on.
Spiritual,
Yes.
like you got rituals.
No.
Nah, but like spiritually.
We spiritually connecting in that
Okay,
moment.
okay.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing too crazy, huh? Okay.
what y'all think about saving sex for marriage?
No,
Who's really doing that?
no.
Why not? At this age, why not?
I believe we should have done that because the discernment would be better if you haven't laid with a person. So when you lay with a person, your emotions kind of change, your perspective change a little bit. You
Sometimes
overlook
that's
some
needed
things.
for people though. I need. This about to sound like oh man, you can't get up, but I don't want to. Like I don't want to get into a situation then it be whack.
Yeah.
Like I just that's me.
Listen,
Can't be whack. You invest in a lot to be whack is crazy.
So this is my thing that I do too. So before I even get into twine with a guy, I need to see a pic. Cause that's gonna determine a lot real quick.
A pick of what?
You know.
Oh, okay.
So we have to see that pic.
You want
before
to
we
you
go.
want an airdrop?
Yeah, please, in a hurry, and have it nice and groomed, like you really trying to propose yourself to me.
Wow.
Yes, because if it's not the size that I want, then this conversation is no longer. I don't care if he was gonna be a good man.
Null and void.
You
huh?
can't make. Yeah.
Okay. So just so you know, she requires
A picture.
a premeditated pick.
Oh man,
And don't give me a pic you already sent to somebody. Give me a new
How
one.
would you know though?
Listen,
How would they know?
you will have it
They're
too
gonna
soon.
know. Nah, you don't know that.
If you send me a picture
I
within
know
3
that
minutes, like if you
the-
say give me a second, then I know you finna go.
You used to be able to tell on the iPhone, like when somebody took a pic,
It's blurry.
you like oh no, the date to be at the top.
The date too,
You
yeah.
be like oh, you think you slick? Like
Will. why you look-
it's November something, and then the pic say you took it in October. Like whoa, you ain't take that from me.
Another flashback.
Oh man,
listening.
it's another situation like that.
No.
Listen, we ain't gonna talk about that.
I said it's getting tough. Like no wonder, man. Like
That's
it's,
sweating.
man.
that last situation went my way.
Now I was talking
It
about
was the way
something
that
else.
I presented it.
Now I was talking about another picture.
That's insane work.
Crazy work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We ain't gonna discuss that, But that's a requirement for me because I need to know what I'm getting myself into. Because we can go on a million dates and you bring a Magnum and you knowing you can't fit that. Oh, that's so disrespectful. It's gonna be so baggy on you.
Not baggy. Baggy is insane.
So, listen, things have happened. That's why I have boundaries now.
Boundaries sometimes, like, people don't know how to respect boundaries a lot of times. So a lot of times if a person knows how to set boundaries, it may look as if like, oh, who you supposed to be? I'm a person that got boundaries. I don't
Yes.
want you to press this button. I don't want you to, don't piss me off, basically.
Or don't trick me with, I'm thinking you may be what I need in that area, and you ain't coming close. We did dates, conversation, text, talk, good morning, good night, how's your day, and then how was that is not to my standard. Now, day one, I tell me, and don't think you finna do something with me because I asked for this picture. Don't look at me no other like this just my requirement.
Yeah, see, you saying that, a man is translating that totally different. If you asking for
Exactly.
this, he's instantly thinking like, oh yeah, I have a shot. Christmas comes more than once a year for some people.
Listen, and people been waiting for years.
You know what?
I swear.
I'm glad
I don't know.
I don't operate like that.
I don't either.
Well, of
And
course.
plus,
I don't move
I
in
ain't
the
never
type
just
of
waiting
energy
in the
no more.
wing for.
So you ain't never asked a girl for no pictures to see if it looked nice? Because women,
I wish I
vaginas
would have.
They look different.
No, I wish I would have, because a lot of the way the self cares and everything, like you could tell, like with some people,
Shit.
some people, hey, you can tell, like
man.
how you take care of yourself, you
Yeah.
take care of that.
Man,
Hygiene is a thing.
I had a situation. This was years ago. Like I want to say about 5, 6 years ago. Well, I talked to this girl on the internet, and she presented herself on the internet at a certain weight. We link up. We go on a date. Now she was dressed.
Uh-oh.
She was dressed in layers.
Oh, she was covering up things.
Yeah. So we vibed, had a good night.
Dressed in layers. What time of the year was this?
It was like around this time probably.
Cold, yeah. So you got
So-
some layers.
But it's like we got to the house, we had a good time, and man, when
The layers came off. It was a fupa there.
it was a lot going on, Jack, that I was not expecting.
Ask for them pictures.
Wait,
I did.
so wait, did
She gave him like
I
the,
knew. You know what? I did
breast
not.
up?
I
did
didn't.
anything
I
else
did not
happen
ask for
after
it.
the layers came off though?
he went through with the process. The
He
layers
had to go
off.
see it through, my boy. Is one of them
He had to
situations?
take it for the team.
Man, that's crazy work.
No comment, man.
Talking about no comment is crazy.
We can tell from his response he had to do
Man,
what
he had to see it through, my boy. Like them
'Cause
layers
she'll
came
be-
off. He
she'll
still
be
was
highly
like,
offended at
man.
this
he's like,
point.
I gotta see it through. Especially if y'all cracked jokes that night. If you cracked any joke, she instantly knew that
That
she
was,
was like, he's gonna
interesting.
go. He's gonna go tonight,
Yeah.
and he
She
went.
stole my hoodie too.
Of course, she wants you. She wants you to return.
Another layer.
I was a 1-on-1. Like they never made another one of those motherfuckers, and I was pretty salty about that. It's all
Jeez.
good though.
So-
Wait. Did you ever go back over there?
No, I wanted my hoodie, but outside of that,
That hoodie is
So
tough.
it was just the one day of layers. That was it. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Like,
pictures are good for sure.
That's a new way of, I guess, dating or doing the.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna
Shuffling
lie.
feathers
If it ain't
or
right,
whatever.
I'm showing my friends too. Girl, look at
see,
this.
that's wild. But you know,
He got that nerve to send this picture.
with me with dating these days, like it ain't even more so about sex. It's about the responsibility after sex.
What's that?
What phase are you
The
in your life?
emotional responsibility after sex. Being emotionally available
Are you in tune?
to
Yeah.
you feel what I'm
Are
saying?
you in tune? Yeah, it's cool.
I don't have time
Because
for
we
that.
were just having
at
this
point in my
conversation. That's
life,
what I
like,
need as well. So it ain't just
Yeah,
gonna be
I
no
don't-
dry bad situation.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like if
yeah.
we're in like if we just talking, you independent card of you finna be mine very soon. So you're not even single no more technically. You're pending.
Oh wow, you a pending transaction?
Pending.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. It'll take a certain woman for me to be like emotionally there.
He's an
That's why
emotional
I
guy.
just
He's
don't.
a Libra.
No, what I'm saying is that could be true, but at the same time, just because I have sex with a particular person, that don't mean that I'm going to be emotionally available to them. And with me not being emotionally available to them, it causes conflict.
Yeah, it will.
So now I just say,
How do y'all do that?
I
As a man.
refrain from sex.
Y'all can engage in the activity with no emotions, and
There's emotions there. It's just it's the responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? Like I could know how to wash dishes, but I don't want to wash dishes every night. You
I
feel
don't
what
like
I'm
that
saying?
analogy.
Like I know how to cook. I just don't like cooking.
I got you.
You
Well,
feel
I
me?
feel like if you don't want to put that emotions with that woman, I feel like you shouldn't even be dealing with her
That's why I
or
see.
any woman.
But
I was just having
everyone
this
uses it for
conversation.
tools, though. You can use it
That's
for different
why-
reasons.
What tools?
I mean, you just said like, why do it? Sometimes people just use that as an emotional release every day. Some people can just really do it. You say how men can do it because it's emotional
That's
release.
where the conflict comes for me with sex, and that is because I could be attracted to somebody, but that don't mean I want you at my house 5 days a week or 3-4 days a week, or I don't even want to
I like the weekend
see you
thing.
3, 4, 5 times. I don't even know if I want to see a person every weekend. I like being in my space.
See, now you're getting too close to you
See?
you're getting used to being by yourself. It's becoming a norm for you. So
Yes.
now it's like everything else outside is a chore. Her, I gotta
Yep.
lay with her. Her, I gotta sleep with her. Her,
It
she
sound
coming
like
through.
you're gonna learn to be a little grouchy.
Nah, you gotta soften that
I'm
up.
in my
baby.
Al Bundy phase of life.
Oh yeah, or Oscar the Grouch.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Said her, she on her way.
Oh
I
man,
gotta do that.
See,
Yeah,
it'll take. No, I just feel like I've met a lot of good women over the years.
Okay.
I just don't feel like I have met that one to make me be emotionally available again. I've been emotionally available.
You
Yeah.
probably met them. They just wasn't at that level yet.
Or you missed your beat because you wasn't ready for that person.
Or you wasn't at that level yet. I think what people don't realize is that we all on different levels. That's why I say it's important to be with somebody who, let's put it like this. If I want to be with somebody, I need to know if you're the only child, you're the middle child, you're the last child. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those factors play into how you learn how to deal with things, how you react to things, like how you want to improve. If you feel like I don't feel the need to, because people compare and contrast all the time. But when you got different personalities in the household,
Yeah.
everybody's getting information differently. It's like
Yeah.
art. People can be like, man, I like a art on. I like this painting. Like, why you like it? I like it because it is.
Yeah.
Or I like it because it is, but it's still the same painting.
See, I have a situation where the female will text me, and I might not respond to her when she think I'm supposed to respond. And then the next time I open my phone, she done curse me out.
and
I'ma
he
leave
sent the
you-
message probably too.
And I'm a busy guy. I'm gonna leave you right where you are with you cursing me out. I'm not in the phase of life where I'm gonna go back and forth with you or try to convince you that everything is okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not there.
So what's the time frame?
I just need to meet the right woman at this point. That's why I don't, like, it's fucked up sometimes, but
So
I refrain from sex these days because
That's
I don't
good.
want to play with nobody's emotion. But if you know that this is where I'm at and you still come my way,
Well, I don't like that because you
That's
kind of
your
like
fault.
you kind of telling me, but you know what's gonna happen. How many
Yeah.
times you done said this and you know she gonna fall for you regardless?
that's not my point. That's not my
I get that,
problem.
but my thing
I
is,
try to, like, you know,
it's like you
stay
using
away.
her.
I'm not you. How? Do you agree with this? Because if I tell them
Right, I get
this
what
not
you're
what I
saying.
want
So
and it's not what I'm doing right now,
and I understand that you're telling her straight out, I'm not on that type of time. But eventually, as you spend time with her, y'all get cozy. She's going to grow fond to you, and she's gonna want more than just what y'all doing. It's gonna be a title swung around real quick like a boomerang.
People don't realize that there are certain events that happen, and regardless of how you deem it and you like categorize it, there are certain things that's gonna happen within a friendship that will help transcend into a relationship.
Yeah.
Like the one thing about like that one show, what's that red pop balloon stuff and all that?
Yeah.
yeah.
I watch it
20s,
sometime when we in the barbershop because of that the barbershop
Mm-hmm.
talk get to going and we be
Yeah.
like, man, you know, Shorty was looking good. Da, da. I don't really like them shows because they want people to be perfect
Yeah.
right off the bat. I could be feeling some type of way that day where I'm like, I want to wear what I want to wear. You say I might want to wear what you got on, and then a chick might be like, pop out. I'm like, well, you know what? I ain't for you then. Like it's cool. Like this how I felt today.
And that's so dumb. I've seen them pop the balloon for, oh, he's too short, or I don't like your shoes, or your earring, or your nose piercing. Like, you not really looking for nothing, to be honest, because you're so picky.
And
I
they
think
want you to
that's-
be perfect.
That's my problem.
You too picky?
I'm picky.
You
as fuck.
picky.
I know I'm
yeah.
picky too, but I know
I'm
what
picky
I'm
as fuck. I
looking
know what I
for.
want and I know what I like, and it's.
But that's another
It'd be
problem.
like this is the thing. I got 3 women who I could marry.
You couldn't marry?
I could,
You could, okay.
To this day,
yes,
right now,
right now.
right now.
But I know that if I did that, I would be doing them a disservice.
You a problem.
I am. Very much so.
You gotta get that in order. Because time
I
is
think-
ticking. We all on borrowed time, so we don't got all that time to waste to play
I
and
don't.
pretend.
The thing is, there's so much I want to accomplish before I get married. You know what I'm saying? And the only way I could even approach a relationship, because if I get in a relationship, that's the intent to get married.
Yeah.
So the only way I could do that is if I know that woman is on board with what I got going on. And that is so hard to find because like we just said, everybody is looking for the finished product,
Yeah.
especially at our age. They want the finished product and they want things to be perfect. It ain't perfect over here.
But don't
So
wait
I
all
would-
day either.
No,
Yeah.
but see, that's I don't know.
No,
if
not
I
gonna get
even-
married. I'm talking about just don't wait to try to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish until
True.
you get married. Like,
Yeah.
nah, don't wait.
I like to
We
have
borrow
like
a lot of time.
But
and we're gonna miss the story.
I don't know if that's even a goal.
We're not good paymasters of that, man.
I was,
But if I find a woman that if God brings me a woman that come in my life and we evenly yoked and we on the same page, on the same frequency, and I can be emotionally available to her, thank you.
But
But
can,
if
can you
not,
work
I
on
can't-
that while you're doing like just give you an example like people who play video games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say for instance if you play 2K, you get a player, y'all normally start off at like 60. You invest in this player because you want to get those attributes up every single year.
I gotta
Yeah.
feel that here though.
But you ain't going but you're not going
happen overnight.
somebody
But you
somebody it takes people 4 or 5 years sometimes to be ready for certain things.
Yeah.
Some people are when they are like when they are phenoms like young, you be like they already ready to go to the league.
Yeah.
They didn't need as much time as
They
everybody
get
else
all
did.
that
But if
training.
we gonna compare and contrast, that's really the same thing. Some people can be in the league. You be like, yeah, he gonna be rookie of the year when he get in because we know
I
him.
think that at this point of life, I'm gonna use your word. I have the discernment to know who that person is.
so check this out. I was watching this
And
video.
so I don't like you say, we on borrowed time. I don't have time to gamble. Because if I'm just seeing something that's at a 60, and the only thing I got is hope for potential, and I'm investing and it don't come to pass, and I still
You just need to meet somebody at your level then.
there
Yeah.
we go. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's it. Just meet somebody at your level and build on that level.
So I was watching this video,
That's the hard
and
part.
this guy was like, they was talking about the whole 50-50 thing. And they was saying, now what if you meet a woman that's surpassing, like she's on her stuff, she's even making more than you. Why don't you take that blessing and let her help you get to where you're going versus you trying to do it by yourself? And you said, nah, I'm a man, let me do it my way, and it takes you longer versus God didn't bless you with this woman that got everything
God
laid
bless
down.
me with a woman with a bag. We go on.
Oh, it's funny you say that. I promise you. I just had a conversation with a friend last
That's
week.
not nothing to talk about.
One of the guys he's planning on proposing to this nice lady that he's been talking to. She make more money than him. Long story short, she make more money than him, but she has already told him, I'm the breadwinner. We're gonna do as I say in this crib. Like this is where we at with it. Now he like, man, do I want to propose to that? He like, yeah, she make more money than me. He was like, but she in her mind, she was raised by a woman that had to do it independently.
Yeah.
So her mindset is totally different.
Yeah.
Her mama had to boss up, and since her mama bossed up, she ain't taking nothing less
Yeah.
than like if she's the breadwinner, she's that. So he like, yo, bro, should I propose to her still? I'm like, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I can't be in no situation like that. It's when we started talking about putting stuff in people's name.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't never had to put nothing in no woman's name ever. I was like, because for one, my pops told me don't ever move in with no nice lady. You know what I'm saying? And your name ain't no nothing. Don't get no car from no nice lady.
Yeah.
And your name ain't no nothing because the moment she can get mad at you, she can take it. So I was like, yo, I'm never doing that. So I've never been in those situations where I'm like,
That's
dog,
tough.
I wouldn't be able to. She dehumanizes him.
Demasculated.
And, you know what I'm saying? It's a way because now you don't want to feel ostracized in your own relationship because now y'all ain't even talking about the issues.
Yeah.
We more
man.
so concerned about,
Who the boss? Who runs?
yeah.
And my
Nah,
thing
bro, that's a
would
no.
be,
I wouldn't.
She can't
propose.
fix nothing either. So it's like you still got to like.
See me, I would
pay to
let
get it
the
done.
man still be the head, despite about if I make more money. I would want you to still be my leader because there's still things that I can't do as a woman, and I'm gonna expect my man to do. And then when you take the variables of money out the situation, okay, he's still gonna be the man. He's still gonna be stronger than me. He's still gonna probably be smart in other areas. So I wouldn't say, oh, well, because I got the most money, you listen to me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I get tired of making all the decisions in my life. Let me ask you what you think about this today. And let's
nah,
go
that-
with
I
your
think it's
That's
too.
real.
I think that in a marriage, responsibilities should be shared. Like I don't think that the man should be, not responsibility, leadership should
Yeah.
be shared.
Yeah. Whoever
It's
roles.
in certain moments. I think it is okay to let the woman lead,
Yeah.
and then
Was she strong at it? Were you?
You feel what I'm
Success
saying?
looks different for everybody.
I don't
Like
like.
successful relationships, it looks different. We all then took different paths to get to the same goal. That's
Yeah.
basically
Believe it or
what it
not, it's
is.
a lot of relationships like that. Where they
Yeah.
it's a balance of leadership.
Yeah.
And then the women are such great women. They put this. I don't want to say a facade, but they hold
Yeah.
they husbands on a pedestal for the
Yeah.
public to let them know that is
That's what it is.
that's the man who run the house.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, the leadership is balanced
Yeah.
between the two individuals. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that a man got to be like the vocal
Yeah. Because if I'm
the vocal
strong,
leader, unless you just
if
rich
I'm
as fuck.
stronger and more of a finance and I'm disciplined and like saving money, that's my area. Let me work on this area. If your thing is problem solving or I can't fix something, that's your thing. I'm gonna let you handle your business, or you feel like for protection, I'm not gonna jump in the way. Go ahead and take
Just
it.
know your strong points. Just know your
Yeah.
strong suits, like things that suit you well. Like I know of a guy, his check, every check he get, he goes straight to his wife. It goes like now it works. And the other
Yeah.
people like, man, I wouldn't be able. Well, that's why you not him. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it don't work for you because that's not how you were raised.
And that's the
Again, it all goes about how you were raised. And I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
if you are only child, you got that only child syndrome. It's gonna be some things you just don't understand for somebody who trying to be like, whoa, wait a minute, why you got to be like this? Because it's always about me,
Yeah.
me. Like I know people who are like the only child, so that means you the only grandkid, you the only niece or nephew.
Yeah.
Life looked different for you. Like decisions were made differently with somebody who you with somebody, they the fourth kid or they the fifth kid. They wanted to be about them. You was like, wait a minute, dog. Like, life is about me.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's very important too. Like you got to make sure that because everybody be on different levels, and I always say that we are on different levels. I don't want to compare my life to because there are people who are doing things in your relationship that I ain't doing in mine.
Yeah.
But you just see what you see, and you just like, but I want that. Do you know what I got to do this?
Exactly. Man.
Only define yourself by these definitions if you can define that same definition every day. No, don't say, oh, I'm like this. I'm perfect. No, you know what the definition of perfect is? Are you perfect every day? No. But just be consistent.
Yeah.
You can be consistently consistent every day. No matter what it is. I'd rather have a small win than a big loss any day.
So would y'all ever settle for less?
I'll settle for communication.
What you
I
mean
ain't
by
selling for less for nothing, nah.
I feel like I already
Meaning,
settled for less.
If
Before,
you
so
got this
no.
image of what you want your mate to be, and it's been a while. Say you lonely and you meet this person and they kind of got, they kind of there.
Yeah.
Do you settle?
I ain't selling for nothing.
Do you settle?
I ain't selling for nothing. We gotta be able to communicate though.
It depends on what I'm.
Even
what's
if
the
this person could
settle.
have a good job, but you just that fire. The fire ain't there.
Fire as far as what? Like it's so many fires that could be
A
in
fire
place.
could be lit with this, but if you ain't got this, that fire like
I feel like if
a
you
match.
workable, if you not there while with you and we can get there, then yeah. If you mean settle like that, like he may not have all three, which I say car, crib, and career. If you got a car and the job, but you don't got your own crib, you may be staying with somebody, and you're working towards getting your crib. That I could probably do. Or you might not have a car, but you have a house and you have a job, but you just maybe Uber and Lyft to work. Have you need to get there because you're trying to get a car. It's like it's different, If you're working towards getting to some things, you don't have everything now. I probably can sit and say, yeah, you know what? If that's the goal, that's what you're working towards, and yeah, I can do a little settling, but just not having nothing going on. You just think you a man because you got a penis and you look good and you just have nothing else to offer. No.
No, I ain't selling though. I can't see myself settling at this point in my life. No. Like again, I'm not huge on you gotta have this, gotta have that, because life is life for people.
Yeah.
And life is hard right now. So I get it, but I don't want no bum either.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
We
Like
don't
you
want
can't just be, I don't want no lazy person.
Exactly.
You know, like I don't one thing my pops was always telling me, like, man, know how to cook, clean, do certain things, so you don't need no woman to do these type of things for you.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I can attest to. Like with my parents, I'm just like, yo, y'all made it work. And I didn't realize it was 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, or 80-20, or however you want to put it, 90-10.
Yeah.
Y'all just made it work. That's why I say I don't compare myself to anybody, because I don't know what it takes in order to get where they at or even be where they been. I don't know. I know what works for me. And the thing is about when you even when you want to be in a congregation of people, it's just people who you can relate to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be right about everything, because then
Yeah.
it makes it look like I know it all. But I just want to be relatable. That's how you get people's interest, and you incentivize it by like having good conversations. So settling, nah, I ain't settling for anybody, but I will stand on communication though. Because what people don't understand is that as long as you can talk, as long as we're talking, we can work some things out. The moment we ain't talking, like I know people right now, married, unmarried, like y'all really walking past your mate, y'all don't speak.
Yeah.
Y'all, the
That's
communication is really gone. You really
Yeah.
just going every single day like robots.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that's in marriages and relationships are just settling because of time they put into the relationship. They're not happy no more. They doing it for the kids. And I've never stayed with nobody because of children. If I'm not genuinely happy with you because these kids grow up one day and then I'm stuck with you and I gave you all my good years, oh no, I would leave in a heartbeat for my happiness. At the end of the day.
People also stay because of financial troubles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know people right now, they like, man, look,
That struggle up. ain't
I
for me
don't.
neither.
They like, I don't want to leave, because if I leave, I can't live this type of lifestyle no more. And it's more so important for them to uphold the image rather than it is
Yeah.
to show up and be present in your own relationship.
Yeah. I see a lot of people just doing anything or not happy in a situation. They just be, well, that's all I know. Well, go learn something else then, because this ain't it. You're not even happy in this. What is this? You lose yourself in that. Because you can confine yourself to her or him, and you just lost at this point.
That ain't no good way to be.
How do y'all feel about the new thing that people do? It's called ghosting.
It ain't new.
Well,
All these relationship conversations is getting depressing.
like
It's
ghosting,
real
like a
sad.
person you'll be talking to somebody you think is going good, maybe a week later they just stop talking to you, like they ghost you a little bit.
Oh, if ghosting can't be new, because I know that was something that I used to do, and I was really good at it.
That's not.
Why did you do it? Like, what makes people want to ghost people? Like,
It was because it's easier to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like it's easier to do nothing. I
been
really
saying
would
this
just
the
be
whole
like,
day.
man.
this is crazy. So you don't care about people's feelings? Like,
It's,
you'll
it's,
come in
it-
somebody's
it's
life.
not.
Nothing
It's
to
not
do with
that.
that.
I was never good with confrontation, and I
Okay.
always got like I've always been known as like I got this heart, and I'll be reconsidering some things when I don't need to reconsider. I need to
Yeah.
just like let it go and let it be, because like even not now in my life right now, I can go back to any nice lady I've ever talked to. They be like, "Oh no, Pat, cool." Like
Yeah.
I don't dislike Pat, or they like, but he just left me alone. I'm like,
Oh,
it was just easier. See, but I had this trauma aspect of it where I didn't know how to make somebody like me for long periods of time. So I always felt like I'm only supposed to do this for a shorter period of time, and then I'm supposed to just leave. And I would have women be like, "Why did you do that? Like you never treated me wrong. You always took me out to eat." Because especially when I was like big Pat, I stayed out to eat. And like,
Right.
and what nice lady saying no to go out to eat? Especially if I crack.
Exactly.
Then I said, if you crack a joke, if I'm cracking jokes and I'm taking you out to eat, you're probably coming out to eat with me.
yeah.
You be like, if I don't do nothing, Pat gonna make me laugh, and I'm
Gonna
gonna be
have a good
full.
time.
That's how. Hey, listen. I'm gonna give y'all some knowledge real quick. If you want to take a nice lady out, if you want to take a nice lady out, offer her to eat and make her laugh. You're welcome.
Look, listen.
Like, you're welcome.
You gotta make me smile. Oh, this ain't gonna work.
See, because if I make you smile and I made you smile, I made you laugh, and you got a full belly, and don't let me throw no tequila in the mix, it's over with.
Ooh, a tan.
Big Pat was laughing nice ladies out their drawers. Like it wasn't
Really?
what? They be like, "Oh, you so cool." I'm like, I know. I'm like, come on. Like
They
Big
did.
Pat, hey, don't sleep on Big Pat, man.
Listen.
Big Pat still was outside. That's because I'm telling you, make them laugh, keep them full. You have a good time.
Let's talk about that.
I
So
ain't been outside like that in a
how's
while.
your mentals with your transition from being bigger to smaller? Because I know when I did my transition with surgery, my man didn't catch up to what I just done to myself. So it was like, who was that?
Yeah, nah, I would see. Like food used to just be my coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? So like food was like food never judged me. People did. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it was like I would just go
comfort
with what
thing.
made me feel good. Like I went to Portillo's twice a week. I went to this spot called Taco Junior twice a week. Like I just
Man,
had an affection for food.
yeah.
You know, so like changing from when I started losing that weight because I was 302, then I got down to 168. And 178, then I was like 168 and 175 is where I stayed at. So
Okay.
it was like I felt like then I lost 127 pounds, but then I also lost 127 bad ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was
Wow.
doing a lot. So I feel as if like even in my relationship at the time, it was different because like now I'm garnering up all this other attention from other places that I wasn't getting it from before, and you just like man, you start realizing like oh it's different now, like you getting treated different just because of the way you look.
Yeah.
So to answer your question is it's hard to deal with that, especially if you're not in a strong mind state to like not give it too much air because you can be overstimulated and now
Yeah.
you just out here wild as hell because everybody done told you some compliments and
Yeah.
not you. That's an adrenaline rush. It's like that endorphin release you get from that. I have you turned up out here outside, so it's
Like
huge.
more so like when you woke up and you looked yourself in the mirror, it was like, I'm not that 300-pound guy no more, and I'm this size guy. Them faces look different.
Oh yeah. I was taking pictures in suits. Like I'm going to all these political events and looking good and they're like, "Man, who is this guy?" Like, "Yeah."
Exactly.
Making people laugh. Like I'm just
Yeah.
that's just me though. I just want to just be me, but I felt like I was always me, but I would hide it because of the weight cuz I felt
Gotcha.
like
Do
I
you
didn't want to be seen.
do you think that the guys, like the guys you knew, that like the niggas you grew up with, you think they started like treat you different?
I don't really hang around too many people, so it wasn't I don't have
Or
too
that
many
like
of
you ain't never like noticed like damn, he acting funny since
nah. I ain't really had that. I can't even put that energy out there like that. Like nah, I didn't have that. I did have some who people in general treat me different. Like not even people I just grew up with or people I was around, but like people I had to interact with in certain weeks and months. And then they'd be like, some people had jokes. Some people would be like backhanded compliments. You'd be like,
Yeah.
man, wait a minute, whoa. They were like, man, oh, people had that, especially black people. They were like, man, you on that stuff? Like man,
That
they like
stuff.
they like man, you must be Pat. Like you,
You
they,
dropped 20
they're
pounds.
like you can talk to me if you need. I'm like what? Like talk to you. You probably the last person I need to talk to about any of this. Like, but yeah, nah. People, it's funny. People they do treat you differently though. Like after being in the running community, the cycling community, and just like being around people, they treat you differently because at being at 300 pounds, I'm telling you, man, like I guess I always had confidence, so that wasn't like a thing. I've always had it. It's just that I didn't use it as much because the bigger I got, the less confident I was, but it was still that trait was still there. Those attributes were still there. I
like
just had to,
what made you think cause like you ever heard of paradigm shift?
yeah.
Like what? Because that's a complete paradigm shift. Like because the way you was living when you was that big compared to now, like that took a lot of discipline to make those changes. Like what triggered that paradigm shift for you?
Man, well, I think for one, it was the whole colon cancer thing. So like
Oh,
that like opened up my eyes into a lot of stuff because I didn't know. And man, go get checked out. You know what I'm saying? Get your colons and everything, your prostates, everything. Get that stuff checked out. It's very important. It's a facade that think that you got to wait till you're 40, 45 years old to get that. No, I found out I had colon cancer at 30. So it was just like one of those situations where I decided I wanted to lose weight. So I would go out to Varma Trail and I would go out there and I would walk every day. And I was walking and walking became jogging, jog became running. And then that's when it was like the weight started coming off. You know what I'm saying? But once they told me that I had the cancer thing, it was like, all right, I decided to become vegan. And I actually been vegan 7 years on December 1st. So it was like I did that. I lost all that weight. things just kept getting better because it was like, man, I didn't like what I was. I didn't like where I was at that weight. So when I lost all that weight, it was definitely the whole colon cancer thing changed my life
So you got a new lifestyle for sure after that.
for sure.
Shit, congratulations for surviving.
Yes.
that,
I
bro.
appreciate
Man,
that. Go get
give
checked
round
out,
of
man.
applause for that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
Go
Health
get
is
checked
wealth,
out.
for sure.
Go get checked out, man, because I didn't know it, you know. I didn't know I had it. I just knew that I couldn't, you know, go to the bathroom like that,
Yeah.
you know, and it was like for 5 years I bled, you know what I'm saying, didn't tell nobody. And they were like, man, how did you, because I said it would go away. It would be there, come back, it'd be there, go back. And you be like, the bleeding just stopped. And then one day it was just like, you can't do this no more. You got
That's
to
the
go
thing
and
with
check
me.
in.
Y'all are scared of the doctor.
Hard hit as hell.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
y'all don't like to go to the doctor.
I was. That's past tense for me.
Look.
I'm going regularly now.
I go in there and say, "What's up?" So my doctor, look, if I think something not right, something feel weird, look, make sure I'm okay for sure. Cause no.
Man, I have a good rapport with my doctor.
I think if more people, you know, knew about paradigm shifts, I think a lot of people's lives would be different.
Yeah.
I don't think, because a lot of people just not in tune with just how powerful their mind is.
Yeah. I didn't open some things about my
You know
man.
what
I'm
I'm
like, I
saying?
feel like I
Like-
done got smarter over the past year.
With thoughts and actions, like
Man.
it's just amazing what you could do.
Yeah, because people got to realize words are spells. Like when you
Most
speak, you
definitely.
spell out. You know, when you say to yourself, "I can do this," you're telling your brain you can do it. You know, it's just like the same thing with our phones. Like our phones are these $1,000 computers in our pocket, but this phone don't do nothing until you tell it to do it. Your brain is the exact same way. You know, people only get upset at the things they don't finish, right?
Yep.
So if it's something that you don't finish and you already said, "Well, I can't do this," and that, well, your brain, every time you say you can't do something, your brain is giving you the realities of what you have not accomplished. So if you tell yourself, "I haven't done anything,"
Yeah.
now you're just gonna keep telling yourself, "I can't do it." Your brain is like, "Hey, he said he can't do it. Will said he can't do it."
And you gotta train yourself. It's a mental thing. You have to want to train your brain because your brain can control you so quick.
Yeah.
You'll lose yourself not controlling your brain. Because I didn't realize once I learned the functions of the brain, which is the conscious mind, the subconscious, the collective unconscious, and the personal unconscious. I said, what is these things doing in my brain? What are those? And I looked them up. I said, really? So my man doing things unknowingly that I don't even know what's happening. So no, you gotta check yourself, or your brain gonna check you real quick, for sure.
Yeah, you gotta always, like I said, your brain does it. It does exactly what you tell it to do. It's the exact same thing. Like if you say I can do this, like you gotta think about it. I done ran 3 marathons. It's hard as hell.
Man.
Like running a marathon. That's 26.2 miles that you gotta run. You know how many thoughts I done had during 3 hours and 34 minutes of running for. That's
Stop.
no, and mind you, I never stopped.
Man.
Never stop. So to know that you just like, man, my brain, I said, man, Pat, you should stop. I'm like, nah, why would I stop? Like,
Yeah.
I'm here. People are counting on me to finish. So I done told myself when I rode my bike 100 miles in a day, how many thoughts I had in 5 hours of riding
Yes.
for 100 miles? Like,
That's your brain telling you, no, we need not to do this, but you have to fight the thoughts of what your brain would tell you
Yeah.
unknowingly.
yeah. The day I did it in 2021 for my birthday. I went down to Atlanta. I got sponsored a bike. They gave me an $8,000 bike. It was a carbon fiber bike made by Specialized. Went down to Atlanta. I took the Silver Comet Trail. I met a dude at 5 o'clock in the morning. Super weird, right? But this dude was like wearing all white, looking like Bill Murray or something, right? So I was like, man, he was like, hey, what are you doing on this bike trail this year? I was like, I'm riding 100 miles for my birthday today. He was like, really? He was like, well, 50 miles that way is Alabama. Be safe. And I was just
Okay.
like, word? I was like, okay. So my mind was playing tricks on me this whole time because I knew I had to get this 100 miles done that day. So I remember going down, and I remember all these, like, it was houses on both sides. And they went from like being nice to like rustic, urban, inner city, getting worse and worse. And then it went from like happy flags and, you know, good messaging to Confederate.
Ooh.
Then he started seeing shotguns in the backyards, and then people
turn
doing a
around.
little doing that little thing to that little thing. I'm like, I need to probably turn around before
Yeah.
y'all catch I'm over here in this field
Before
somewhere.
the sun
Like,
go down.
man,
Yes.
what? I went to sleep. This is how to go to show you. After I came back from doing the 50 miles that way, I come back into town. I got like 40 miles left, but I'm like famished. I'm tired.
Man.
I took the bike, and they gas stations are different down there on that Silver Comet Trail. I went to sleep at a gas station outside with the bike, with my legs in between the bike, laid back because I was just like, I don't think I can go no more, y'all. I think I'm done.
Wow.
But again, I told myself I can do it. End up finishing, and Atlanta ain't bike friendly either. Hills and everything else. I'm like,
Yes.
I almost
did
fainted
that,
a couple times on the bike.
But you did.
Y'all ever heard of sundown towns?
Excuse me.
Sundown towns.
No, what's that?
Nah, what is that?
When the sun go down and you black, it's over with for you.
Oh yeah. You talking about on some history
still
segregation
exist.
type of stuff.
They still exist.
It still exists
Yes,
well.
here in America.
Man.
Sundown towns.
Sundown towns, my boy. Yeah, look 'em up. Look it up.
I don't want to look it up because obviously I ain't supposed
No,
to be
they
there.
exist.
I don't need to be
Wow.
around them then.
Okay.
We gonna end up missing.
They used to exist.
I
back.
felt
they
like
was
that.
real heavy back in the day, but yeah, they still. Just a few still.
Nah, well, count me out then, man. I don't need to be a part of no sundown town because that sound all bad to me. Like you ain't supposed to be around these parts then. Just like when I saw all them Confederate flags, I turned around quick.
Yeah, you
'Cause I said
don't
it ain't nothing good gonna come out of this. Nah, sundown town. Nah, I ain't
You ever
even
had
gonna
runner's
look it up.
high?
A runner's eye?
Runners high.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I heard about that.
A runner's
My cousin
high is
told me,
like-
you
it's
like
like-
run,
it's
you
like-
get high as shit.
It's like bussing. Yeah.
What?
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, you got to keep it 1,000. Like it's like you right there, just like you climaxing for sure.
Oh, wow.
Like you get to, and I ain't even trying to make it sound like that. It's just the truth. Like you gonna get to a point where you run, and you gonna get that runner's high where you just like it's like a euphoric experience, and you gonna be feeling like, oh, I could do anything, like
Yeah.
anything, and you'll be like, I want this feeling over, over, and over, and over, and over again. I'd have had, oh man, I'd had plenty runners highs, like so many,
Yeah, I'm
and
probably
it's euphoric. I recommend it.
I'ma
What
try it.
does it say?
I heard of
I
that.
stand behind it. I guarantee it.
I heard about it.
It's nice.
And I
It's
just started running, so I'm like, I'm gonna get to that place.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you know.
You never felt it? You ain't felt it yet?
I just started
That's
back
what she said.
running. My first time really getting back into the gym was last month. So I've been back on my journey of the gym. I haven't been in the gym in 9 years because I felt like my body is fit. But I started to realize I was walking one time, just walking, and my side got the cramp. I said, "Ooh, I'm not as healthy." And then one time, me and my daughter, we raced, and she dusted me.
oh man.
And she's
I knew she was
17.
gonna dust you.
I used to run track though in high school. I played basketball and I used to run track. So I was very on top of my speed, but as I had kids and just started doing hair and got kind of lazy and the gym wasn't my lifestyle at all, I said, now let me get into the gym and start getting my body back moving again. So this is something I'm doing for myself to release at the gym from everyday life, the stock, your generators go up and down. No, I need to go release somewhere. So the gym has been my little place of now. So
Glad
I
y'all go
ran
to
my
the gym.
first time last week. And it wasn't bad. I walked it first just to get warmed
Yeah,
up. Then I
yeah.
jogged. Then I said, okay, let me go ahead and run it real quick. And I did my thing. I said, yep, time to go to the sauna now. Because I was in pain afterwards.
Yeah, that's important. Get
We
that
gonna-
sauna work in.
We gonna play these clips, man. You could play the Jada Waiter clip.
You looked me in my eyes at your birthday at the club when you was leaving. You might have been a little cute. That's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know if y'all know, or y'all don't know, but it's just something about me being drunk in a club, locking eyes with. I don't give a. I know I'm never going to see you again. I'm not giving you my number. I'm not going to talk to you, but like. Y'all don't just be out in the club. Like, I know you looking at me. So I'm gonna just do like a little, you know? That's my favorite thing to do. Don't be, restaurants, all that. Like, I could just see somebody out. Little banker, like. Nah, they don't be doing too much. But
Okay.
the fact that he just pointed it out lets me know that like it be working. It leaves a mark. He remembered you looked me in my eyes leaving Des Dior hosting. Exactly.
But the reason why I played that clip is because I was at the gas station on Monday morning. I'm getting my coffee.
Okay.
This nice young lady walks in.
You're a real grown up. Getting my coffee.
Yeah, I'm getting my coffee. Nice young lady walks in. She give me the look.
Right.
Granted, okay. Then she comes down the coffee aisle for no reason because she's not getting no coffee and gives me the look again. I'm like, okay, it's a go.
All right.
Okay. Ask her for a number. She laughs. She say, come on, walk me to my car. Walk her to her car. The woman tells me, you are so handsome,
Okay.
but I have a boyfriend. Have a good morning.
So,
And then when I saw this, I'm like, it makes sense. This is what y'all do. This is a thing for y'all.
it is.
To just, I fuck a nigga. Like to just literally fuck a nigga through your eyes.
It's called flirting.
And then
Y'all
y'all have
always-
no intent.
Sometimes it all depends on
Wow.
the person. Maybe I've done it a few times.
That's crazy. Normally when that happened to me, I get them. That was the first time that's ever happened to me where they're like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
I think the only thing that kind of bothered me about that story is that she had you walk to the car for that message.
You know what I'm saying? Like we
Like, let me get my car and go to my car. Like,
Exactly.
that's what I'm thinking about. Like, it's extra steps for
like
what?
She was like, yeah, because
Yeah.
I asked her while we was in that. She was like, nah, wait, you know what I'm saying? Come.
Because she probably was at the pump, but yours was probably closer anyway, wasn't it?
Nah, she was out the door.
You see how I'm thinking about it? 'Cause
I
I'm
was
like,
still
He was going
grabbing
on
my
with this.
joint. So when I, you know,
But I wouldn't even do it in that setting. Like that don't even make sense to me.
She probably just wanted to feel pretty that morning.
I don't know what it was, but
I ain't never really had that happen to me because I'm just gonna look at you crazy. You had me do
it
this.
happened to me before too. It's happened to me before.
Now, I've had a
It happened
nice
to me
lady
twice.
look at me
3
and
times.
like be like, you don't see me looking at you, and I'm like, I don't know what to say about that. What you want me to say? Like, you looking at me, I'm looking at you. I need you to be blatant with me. Tell me like I'm looking at you. Come say something to me. That's what I be needing.
See, with me, like I know I'm not, I guess, approachable because some guys be like, nah, I don't think she gonna say nothing to me. So I give them like a little look, like it's okay, it's a go.
What they look like?
The look be like this, so you know you
see.
might be right there, and I be like,
Yeah.
yeah, come on.
Ah, it's the quick up and down. You looked up and down twice. Yeah, come here. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
You know,
Look, do that. You get quiet like that too when you
a
do it.
little bit. I'm like, come on, let me see it. And then, okay, this is my time to shine, then, you
Right,
know.
right.
Because people don't think I'm approachable at all.
Why
Maybe
is that?
I don't know. Maybe I'm probably out they lead. They probably like, because she looks this way, then I might not have a chance. She might, and guys don't like rejection. So they be
Yeah.
like, I'm going to pass on her. She too cute.
Yeah, I've been that guy where I just been like, I know I done passed up on a nice opportunity or something, and I just walk away.
That's so, because my thing is now, what if she was into you and you were just feeling some type of way, like you didn't think you were going to make that play, and she probably was waiting on you to say something like, damn, this nigga just walked past me.
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna
was
lie.
waiting on him.
It's happened like maybe once or twice in my life where like I took the bait and it like worked out. Like I was like, oh,
Snap.
I'm like she really like me. Like hey, like this is what's up. Like
Listen, you got to do the little flirt thing, but I've never looked at nobody and just played with them like, that's a waste of
that's
time.
silly. Like I just looked at her like I could have been in my car with my coffee, but I'm out here with you. Did you tell me
And then
this?
she's Jada Waiter too, so she's already known. She got businesses. She's a
I don't even know who she is.
little baby mama.
He need to go get his son.
I'm not gonna comment on that, but I've seen some questionable
Yeah,
things.
him and James Harden need to go play some basketball with him.
But James Harden got a kid with her too?
No, James Harden be with the little baby be with James Harden all the time.
Oh, that's just a
Yeah.
little bit. I'm thinking you said
Yeah.
little baby.
No.
Oh, little baby.
Little baby,
He need
baby
to go
mama.
get that
Yeah.
boy.
Little baby, baby mama.
Yeah.
You need to go
Jada
get that
Waiter.
boy.
I don't be knowing these nice people, man. I just be, chilling. I stay out the way.
Yeah, so
That's why
women,
I made sure I had my son. I was not going.
yeah, so women, we do flirt with our eyes. I don't know why she gave you the wrong message because that wasn't even the right setting for that.
No, she was just flirting in the morning.
Wait, what was the conversation on the way to the car though?
It wasn't. She told me to meet her at her car.
Wait,
when I
wait,
asked her
wait,
for the number.
Wait, Wait,
And then, cause I guess I caught her off, cause I asked her for a number in front of a
man, you
lot
giving
of people.
grace. You giving too much grace.
In front of
No,
a lot of people. She was shy.
shy.
Yeah.
Say you got a man on your way to your car. Like, don't tell me.
She ain't want to. I guess
Man, good luck.
she ain't want to reject me in front of all
good
the people.
luck.
All them people, y'all.
It was a lot
Speaking
of
for this
people. It was
nice
pretty-
lady.
it was
Why you
pretty-
speaking for
she
this
was
nice
cute.
lady
I'ma
like
see her
that?
again.
She gonna see this
Tell her I'm gonna
podcast.
see her again. It's crazy. Like, man,
See, that's why he's so grouchy now. He
I'd
don't
have been-
wanna
I'm
be
not.
fucking with no
Well,
woman.
come on, stop it with the grouchy.
see,
shit.
but I could. That would have pissed me off that
Because
morning.
how she acting. That's what I'm saying.
No,
on your
I'm not.
side.
But I'm not grouchy. It's nothing.
I'd be grouchy at somebody wasting my time at the
Nothing in me
coffee
that's
area
grouchy.
talking about comes about car. You cute, but I don't
I
want
just
your
don't. I
number.
don't tolerate bullshit, and I know
You're
what I
very
want.
handsome,
So
but I got a
don't-
man. Man, you could
That
have
might
said
come
that
off
to me
as grouchy
before I
or mean,
walked
but
up.
it ain't.
No, what I'm saying, I will become grouchy if people play with me like that. So
I
you
know.
already know.
She ain't mean no harm.
She better not mean no harm.
She ain't mean no harm.
How you know?
Cause I talked to her, I felt the energy. She just gave me a
Man,
compliment.
you should have felt the energy of her walking you out your way.
It's cool.
I can't
It's
get
too
over
early for
that.
this. That's
That
for
ain't the
my
first
coffee.
time that happened. That happened to me. I seen this girl at
Somebody
Food
else
for
didn't
Less.
let you walk to the car.
No.
I'm about to
I
say
seen
this.
that. I was with my son. She was with her daughter. We walked through the aisles. You know, we same situation. She smiled. I smiled. You know, I seen her at the register. I asked her for a number. Told me I had a boyfriend. Cool. A few months later, I seen the same one in Foot Locker at River Oaks. Did not Foot Locker, it was Finish Line, whatever. But same girl, didn't even recollect that it was the same girl. Same situation happened. Asked her for a number. Hit me with the same shit. I'm like, that's the same. Just same shorty from Food for Less.
At least she consistent.
Yeah,
consistent
she
though.
consistent with the
Yeah.
shit.
She still got a guy months
Yeah.
later.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I just felt like, I'm like, when I seen that, I'm like, damn, women really be on that. Like, they just really look at a motherfucker.
See, but I guess you only know what you're exposed to because I ain't been exposed to that. I ain't been exposed to that. It's just like that's pointless to me. You know, but I also haven't been the type to be like, I'm gonna ask for numbers, I'm gonna ask for like a lot of times it just falls in my lap.
That's where I'm at right now. I don't really be on the hunt no more like that. Like that flirtation situation was the only reason why I asked her for a number. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel like it kind of happens the way you want it to though, man. Like you just gotta, because a lot of times I didn't want just because I opened my mouth.
And
like,
that's all we be waiting for you to be the
man,
initiator.
man, I didn't. That's why I stopped speaking for these nice ladies because they be wanting some motives too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We like that hunter stuff. Like, come chase us down. That's what I like. Sure.
Talking about shoot.
Hunt us down. That's in a man's nature to. I won't say the word attack, but let me go get that. I want that.
What y'all think? Which one y'all think come first? 'Cause we've been talking about relationships for a long time. It's been a very relationship based podcast today,
Okay.
which is okay, I guess. Which one y'all think come first? The car or the crib?
I think I seen something like that.
That was me.
Yeah, I think I thought I saw
Some
something
people
like
was,
that.
you know, I don't want to say I made nobody mad, but I've seen some people got a little irritated with that topic.
Well, most likely we go for the car first and then get the crib. But I think what we should do is get the crib before the car. But it all just depends on the person's situation.
I done had both. I ain't been without one or the other one, so I don't really.
God bless man.
Do you mean like
I-
purchase a home? Are we talking
No,
about
I'm talking
purchase?
about shelter.
Oh no, the crib.
We
I
talking
never
about
been without
I can
either
have both at
one.
the
we
same
talking about
time.
we
I had
talking about
both.
shelter.
I can't have both at the same time.
I'm just fortunate because I ain't been without neither one. Again, when it comes to an apartment, I ain't
you're
never
lucky
had my
man.
apartment nobody else's name. It's been
You know, a lot of
mine.
people were saying the car will come first because you can live in the car and make money in the car, and then you can get the house.
Yeah,
Who are these
Or
people?
The people under the
Well,
comments.
Who are these people?
And so I said, me myself personally,
Living in a car sound crazy.
it sounds ridiculous.
People have
But,
done it,
or
though.
people was talking about, oh, you can go stay with a relative, which is cool. I've been homeless and I've been carless. I've been on the red line with a black plastic bag. I've rode pace buses. I done did all that shit. And I've lived with my mama and I live with my auntie and I live with my pop. I did all that shit. With that being said, I would much rather have a roof over my head rather than a car.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Well-
I want to say duh, but it's like
But some
Yeah.
people feel
Yeah.
some people feel like, well, how you gonna get to work
Like-
without a car? This is
Yeah.
like, nigga, I found ways to get to work.
See,
I just been
in
fortunate
interviews
enough to
and all
not
that
have
without a
to
car.
do that.
See, my thing is, I've been on my own since I was 17. I don't have parents no more. And my family, we not really like family. And I'm a little prideful too, so I know that I can't mess up, so I choose not to mess up. So I just been fortunate enough to been in my own crib since I was 17, kept a car. I've never been carless, maybe less than a week. If I got into a car accident, I got another car back next week. So I'm kind of like a person that prepare for a problem before a problem kind of happens, because there's no nest to go to. And I don't like to feel like I need someone, maybe. I want to need somebody, but how many times have you needed somebody, they threw it back in your face? So I don't even want that type of track record of you ever thinking, oh, I did something for you. You ain't did nothing.
Yeah, I don't like having vulnerable moments around people because they'll use that vulnerable moment
Yeah.
against you in the time where you like, hey, I was vulnerable as hell at this time, and you gonna
Yeah.
use that now?
Yeah.
Like, now that's the card you want to pull on me right now? Like, that ain't where it's at.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask a question. So my question is this for you men, you two. Why do men feel like y'all have to go through things alone? Like, you will be going through some things and y'all pull back from a woman. Like, I got some stuff going on. Let me go figure this out and not come back. Versus saying, look, babe, I got this going on. And, you expressing yourself to her so she can know what's going on. And then if she offers some help, you might say, nah, because I feel this type of way. And I feel like men been raised by people. We've been helped by people all our lives. So why is it so a thing now where y'all just feel like, I got to do it by myself?
I feel like we've been conditioned that way because there have been so many lack of responses and lack of education on how to deal with feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been a lack of that from adolescence on up, where, especially if you look like us,
Yeah.
it's never been beneficial to talk about your feelings. It's never been beneficial to talk about financial literacy. I mean, there's many. We got times that stems back to the 1930s and 40s where, to say, for instance, if me and him went to war and we came back and we were looking for housing, those VA loans that we were told that we just weren't going to get because we fought wars just like them people that don't look like us,
Yeah.
you feel as if, like, I can't talk about my true feelings about this because we going to be denied no matter what it is that we trying to do. So people don't talk about feelings. They don't talk about these things because it's easier to just deal with it within yourself, because the moment look about it. I just told you, I bled for 5 years and didn't tell nobody.
Right.
Like, you really see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't feel comfortable. I didn't even feel comfortable telling my own pops that. So for 5 years, I bled and said nothing, not knowing that I was making my condition worse every single year.
Was it consistent or was it like periodic?
There were times, bro, where it would be 2 weeks heavy every day, and then it'd be 2 months where it then went away.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
told my mama, Joe.
Then, but you see what I'm saying? Like, but it got to a point where it was so
Man.
much blockage where it was
Yeah.
like, bro, you gotta. So to your question, like, it's easier to just try to deal with it and think it's gonna go away.
You a strong brother, because I would have cried to mom's
Yeah,
ASAP.
yeah.
She would have took me
Yeah.
to the doctor.
But I feel like, as people,
Man.
we've learned to be so strong to ourselves. We don't know how to balance being vulnerable and weak to ourselves as well. And that'd be like the disconnect with ourselves. Like,
Especially if somebody makes you feel bad every time you have a vulnerable moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But I had to learn for my own self, like, I have to stop being so strong because that's all I know. So I'm learning to have a balance. Like, you know what? Let me be vulnerable. And I had a time where I was vulnerable and I asked a friend for some help. And it wasn't even no money. I just needed to, like, sleep on your couch.
You're not a man, though. You're a woman. This is a question for us.
I'm just saying, like, vulnerability. I had my moments too. I'm chiming in. But I'm just saying, like, I've had the moments where, too, like, I'm not safe with nobody.
Normally, when you ask a question,
Look, when we was having a convo real quick, I got into that with him.
Three-way convo. You ask a question.
Okay, Will. Let me
No.
ask you the question again. I want your answer now.
Hold on. Let me fix it.
Go ahead.
He answers, I answer, then you give your debrief.
Okay, go ahead.
All right? I'm just letting you know
Your
for
turn.
future references.
Okay, your turn now.
No, I agree with Pat.
Elaborate.
No, I had to correct you, so now I just forgot.
Now you don't look. You did all that just to correct somebody. Look.
You know what I'm
So
saying? No,
why you feel the way you feel about the situation?
I do feel like men got people to vent to. I know I do. It's just you gotta know the right people to talk to.
Okay.
You know, I'm blessed to have the people I got in my life. I ain't even gonna name nobody, but yeah, it might not. But I think a lot of the times men get messed up is because it's a certain person we want to tell it to, and those particular people aren't open to it. But once you understand that, and then find another outlet to get those emotions and those thoughts out, it sucks because you can't. Those people that you really want to hear it will never receive it, but you still got the people that love you that are still,
So remember,
listen to
you was in the last episode that you was getting sued, and you kind of pulled back from the girl you was dealing with because you wanted that time to yourself.
Right.
Why didn't you allow yourself to be vulnerable, weak in that situation? You said, no, I'm gonna be by myself. I gotta figure some things out.
Because I didn't. Because I know I couldn't be emotionally available to her if I'm thinking about my money. I couldn't give her the attention she wanted. I couldn't be who she was attracted to, who the person she wanted to be around. I couldn't be that guy for her.
So
and
the
I
question
didn't want
is-
to. Hold on. I didn't want her to see a certain side of me.
So why do men feel like they have to go through things alone? Why do you feel like you had to go through things alone? Why?
I didn't go through that alone. I had a support system. I didn't
Right.
have
Was you still smashing?
her. No.
No, other people.
I was celibate at that time. I had stopped. I was celibate
like-
for about
So it
two
seemed
and a
like-
half months. It only lasted
grow
for 2.5
up. I gotta
months.
grow up because
I was celibate. And a lot of niggas laughed at me. A lot of niggas laughed. Ha ha ha. Yes, I stopped
Hey.
having sex for a few months. I
Yes,
did.
and you need that.
It's
was-
funny.
no, at
It's
first-
funny. I'm not gonna lie to
It
you.
started
It's
out as a
funny.
drought, and then I took control. And I said, you know what? I'm just not fucking no more.
So you had retention. You had that
Ooh.
retention you
Yeah.
kept.
I just stopped fucking. I was just like, fuck it.
Really?
And I had a lot of peace. But then
You had
I-
a self-imposed ban.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I broke it.
I broke a man's
I
celibacy
broke
before.
I broke my celibacy, but it's cool. See, girls, they be on that.
We'll break it,
They treacherous.
That's toxic.
But the guy was telling me he was practicing semen retention. I said,
Yeah, that's tough.
why? Like, what's to that? He wouldn't explain to me, so I
The
had
thing
to
with semen, I can tell
be
you
my
exactly what
devious
semen
self,
retention is.
and I let him break that little chain.
The semen retention, it's like when you have sex with people, you give out your energy and your creativity. When you hold all that in, your brain just, as a man, it just operate at a higher level.
That's true, but also I think his thing was that some men that's a little bit more emotionally intelligent, they do, just like women fall in love when they have sex with you. He was the same way. So he wasn't into just let me lay with all these different women because he know his emotions are tied to a person when he was laying with a person. And he's a guy that was in a relationship for 15 years with one person with 2 children. So he wasn't a guy that's out here all over the place. So that's what his things was for himself. When he was ready to lay with me, then he was going to do that. But I said, why don't you just explain that then? Because now I'm over here thinking like, what is this? Now you got me in my head. Just express what you said. I would have respected, but I did what I wanted to do.
So you waited for a while until y'all did what y'all was gonna do.
No, I did before he told me his answer.
Pat, you've been married before, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of problems.
Me?
No, her.
I get no
And
problem.
I'm just letting you rock.
Who got problems?
I've been listening and listening,
But that's
and
the
boy,
truth.
are you in
I'm
for a
trying
hell
to
of a podcast experience. When I, ooh,
look, but it's
Will,
facts.
you know, I just been sitting here listening. I'm next episode, I am on your ass. Oh boy. You've been married before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How was that?
Okay. So this where we at?
Look, because he looked at the marriage and like, it was a good thing. Is it a bad thing to be married?
Man.
How do you feel about being married?
Okay, so they say we about to play a Steve Harvey clip, but they was just like every old, I'm not gonna say the N word, every old brother, marriage advice consists of your own misery to keep your woman happy.
What?
And so the reason why they said that was because of this clip right here. And Pat, I want you to chime in on this.
Keep your damn mouth shut.
There it is. There it is.
Just shut up.
That's right.
Don't say nothing.
Right.
It's best don't say nothing. There ain't no trying to fix. That way you ain't got to fix. What if you're right? What? What did he say? What did you say? What if you're right? What if you're right? What? Are you married? Yes, I am. You actually said that? What if you right?
Yes.
When? I mean, sometimes. When? What?
Love it.
Boy, your dumb ass ain't gonna make 15. I can tell you that right now. Boy, you some-
Wow.
Pat.
Is that like, is that how that goes?
Sadly, in most cases, yeah.
Wow.
I feel like, in most cases, that's kind of. He said, "Keep your mouth shut." Like, yeah, like in some cases, I probably would just be quiet, you know. But it's a joint effort for real. It really is, and I think a lot of times men associate misery with it because a lot of the examples have just been they be miserable for real. Like they get in these situations. And and it's
your
not what
damn
they,
mouth
you know
shut.
what I'm saying, they want it to be. They be like, man, I ain't know getting married, I wasn't gonna be able to get none no more. It was gonna be like this, they lazy. Like, I can just say this, man. Even if you are right, you don't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you do what's necessary and go above and beyond even when you don't feel the need to go above and beyond. Because a lot of times that will outweigh the days that you haven't gone above and beyond. Because the day that you did, it'll get deemed as like, you know what? There were days where I know I was this, but they really made me feel like that. So it's like,
So at some, do the wife go over and beyond? No. Okay.
I'm sorry?
All right. I feel like I do feel like when you're dealing, because when I work with kids just like you do, and when I like the boys always getting into it with the girls. I'm like, dude, you arguing with a girl. But she said, bro, I don't care. But why you? It's a girl, bro.
Emotional
I don't
man.
like. What are we doing right now?
Yeah.
And so my philosophy when you are, especially when you argue, you wrong. Like nigga, you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason why I don't want to be in relationships because of that. But yeah, I learned that my baby mama ethered me on the internet for 3 days straight.
She what?
72 hours, ethered me. Nas, ether.
You said either. Oh, wow.
Yes, 72 hours for a post I had up for 10 minutes. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I can't. That's baby moms. What can I say? When I'm right, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I like me just dealing with women. I learned that, but I don't know if I want to be in a marriage like that. Because if we're married, it's like
You in jail.
no, you gotta admit when you wrong.
It sounds like
Just like
jail
like
marriage.
those gender roles. That's what I'm saying. Like me and my woman got to be
remember I was saying a little earlier.
like
it's not
I could be
about-
wrong. You could be wrong too.
It's not about being right. It's about being relatable. It's
Yeah.
about being relatable. Because if you got to prove to be right all the time, then
That's
there's no
irritating.
need for me to be,
That's
Oh.
true.
you know.
But when situations occur and somebody is wrong, you gotta hold yourself accountable.
I used to hate.
Accountability looks different for everybody.
Yeah, I used to hate to be wrong.
You might look at accountability like
See.
saying, like admitting this, but a person may have a love language of saying, you know what? I'm gonna show you that I'm sorry in different ways. You might get broke off 5 days in a row, or a good meal 5 days in a row. Like people have different ways. So
I would
just
like to be
appreciate
broke
it
off
as
5
such.
days in a row and the meals, and you saying I was wrong.
See, you just want too much.
That is. I think that
I mean,
adequate.
you're asking for this in a society that gives that's nothing but takers.
That's why I'm single. I know this.
And you
So
That's
are you
why
a-
I'm single.
So are you a giver or are you a
I'm
taker?
a much so a giver. Much so a giver. Anything I take, I replenish.
Okay.
I've never.
But-
Can't
okay,
no
but,
woman say I've
no,
taken
no, 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 no.
anything from her.
Let's keep it 1,000.
What?
Are you that way every day? Because somebody said about the definitions of being that. You could be a giver, but you could be a giver 15 days out of the month. You could be a taker for the other 15. So it's like, it depends.
What's our definition of a giver?
Your definition is exactly what it is.
Are we
If I
talking-
say if you define yourself as something, you need to define yourself as that every day.
Yeah,
So if you're
I
a
would-
perfectionist,
I would say-
be a perfectionist
I would
every
say I'm a
single
giver.
day.
I know I'm a giver. I
I
give
give.
too much.
So
I just gave somebody $5 today.
So you're a
Revokes.
giver even in spite of not being given opportunities to have to receive the same. Is there ever a time off for your giving?
Oh, what you mean?
People are only givers until they not.
Yeah.
You just
I
said,
mean, yeah, we all got to have our selfish moments in life. I
but
think
then
that's
you're not necessarily a
self-preservation.
giver.
That's
You're an
self-preservation.
opportunist.
No.
You
I
see an
wouldn't.
opportunity to be a giver, you and you take it.
Yeah.
Now take the feelings and the emotion out of the
I
word I
wouldn't say
just
that.
said, and if you look at that, you might be like, damn, you're not wrong. Two things can be true.
I've
Yeah.
You can be
given-
a giver until you're not, and you just stated,
No,
I'm a
because-
giver, but I have my days.
Do we give to the disloyal? Do we give to people that's disrespectful?
Yes. We've done it before.
No, this is what I'm saying. Do we continue to give to these people that are disloyal?
In spite
and that
of.
are and
Yeah.
that are disrespectful?
Have you done that before?
I'm still giving.
There you go. So you
And,
answered your question.
and hold on. Giving reluctantly.
No, don't be begrudgingly doing
No,
things. because when
no.
you do it
This
from-
is I had to tell the story off air. But somebody is still attached to me doing something that is against my will, but I'm letting it go.
Well, you need to control it.
That's a
So I'm
different
not an
conversation.
opportunist.
Yeah.
Because if I was really that guy, if I was an opportunist, I would take the opportunity to go in that whole situation.
See, my thing
But that is something I'll talk about off air.
See, I'm a giver, and I have a hard time receiving. So I'm learning to receive because I'm not used to people giving me things. So now I'm a little uncomfortable. Like I want people to give things to me, but I have a weird way of like, I like it, but I don't know how to express it that way. It's kind of a weird feeling for myself.
It's not weird. Stop. We gotta watch these words we use. It's not weird. It's just different.
Yeah, it give me anxiety.
Because
should I
I'm not
say.
used to receiving because I'm not necessarily just this giver. I give energy. I give opportunities for those type of things. But I'm more so of a person that I'm not used to women or people doing things for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I never ask for help, because a lot of times that's actually crippled some of my opportunities because I feel like I don't want to ask for it. Like I want it
Yeah.
to just be. But I ain't never had no nice lady be like, I'm about to take you out. I'm about to do this for you. I'm about to
I've
fly
done
you
all
out.
That.
Have you ever been told that you just give off the perception that you just good?
Yeah, that's why it sucks to be a strong person a lot of times.
Yeah.
If people tell me that all the time, well, I thought you
I thought you was straight. Like, no, bro. Like,
dying over.
I'm over here fighting for my life, and you think I'm good because I'm doing it with a smile. Like,
Yeah.
like I got a smile to keep from crying sometimes, man. Like what? Life is in shambles right now. You over here think that I'm over here like, hey, let's go. What?
You wear
Man.
well. That's how I wear things well.
Yeah, but we've been conditioned to wear things well until it's wearing on us.
Yeah.
And
for
now
sure.
we taking that frustration out on other people and other opportunities that don't necessarily need that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't took energy out on the wrong situation, wrong person, because I really got it directed to this one other source, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So how y'all feeling about the joint? Today I smoked a little. Probably smoked a little too much today. So
Lord.
a little quiet. I was just high. I'm just letting y'all do your thing.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
it
all
feels good
good, but-
anytime that you can just communicate and make some things make sense, man. Get some different perspectives.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about adding more voices? It's happening.
I think it's gonna be overwhelming. Maybe it could be a great thing. It could be crowded.
You can have just like people who come as a special guest. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
a special guest can really, because people just want the opportunity to talk about their type of stuff on your platform. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you incentivize people's interest on doing that, they'll market your show because they're like, hey, I'm on it. I want to be able to do these type of things.
Yeah, I did that before.
Yeah, I was running past him about having a spotlight for entrepreneurs, like people you should know that's in the area
We
that you don't know
did that
about.
before.
I mean,
It's nothing wrong with getting that information out though.
yeah, because
like,
people need a platform to speak about what they're doing.
We've had all type of people on the show. I'm
Well-
kind of
Well, I have a fan base as well, so
kinda
they're
past
new
that.
to your
And
podcast.
that's why we was talking about you
Yeah.
having your own
Yeah, my segment
thing.
very much because I'm an entrepreneur, so it's a different lifestyle when you are creating income with your idea every day and surviving, paying your rent or your mortgage and your car note and that's real money every day. You are daily coming up with a product and people are buying it so you can afford your lifestyle. It's different from clocking in a job and you know you're gonna go to work, you're gonna get your same check, and you're gonna go home. That's easy living. I like to talk to the people like me, risk takers.
That's why at
different
some
mentality.
point you're gonna branch off. And
Yeah.
you're gonna go do
That's
all those
Yeah, that's the
beautiful,
goal.
great things that you're talking about.
Yeah, because it's a lot of people that I admire that I don't know. I watch their social media, and they are doing amazing. And no, I don't know.
Like I
them
don't like
personally.
if we have a guest here, that's perfect. That'd be beautiful. But as far as me basing the show off guest again, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Of course not.
No, I don't say you got to base it off. They
No,
just
but
every
the
now
thing
and
is,
then.
Yeah.
once I will hope so. But it okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope. I think it'd be dope.
I've been doing this for 3 years. Okay. I'm just telling you, it's treacherous, man.
Oh, I
Because
get
people
it.
begin to feel entitled, and then it's a certain way that we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure,
I'm down for it.
for sure.
We'll talk about it. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll holler at y'all.
Oh, because I'm cool.